Now, when it comes to broadcasting, I've seen a few references to OBS. I know I use OBS on all my broadcasts currently. So for people who are just getting started, OBS can be a bit of a jump or a hurdle that they have to get over to getting it set up. And I believe we have another video that walks you through going live on Twitch with an OBS setup, just real baseline, that one of our ambassadors actually provided the voiceover for, Okadrian. And I'd love if we could play that video of the OBS
first thing
setup.
you're going to want to do is make sure you have a Twitch account. If you don't have one, go ahead and sign up for one. If you already have one, you can go ahead and log in. Once you have your Twitch account set up, you can download your broadcasting software of choice. For this video, we'll be using OBS. When using broadcast software, you have to make sure it knows where to find your stream. In OBS, you'll achieve this by heading to File and then Settings. Once there, select Stream from the side and you'll have two options. The first option, Connect Account, will have you perform a one-time login through this window to link your Twitch account with OBS. The second option is to use a stream key. Now on this version of OBS, you can click Get Stream Key, and if you're logged into your Twitch account, it'll actually take you to the location of your Twitch page where you can find your stream key. Important note, make sure that you keep your stream key private. It is sensitive information for you, hence why there's a show and hide button. Now you can go ahead and click copy to copy your stream key. Go over here, paste, hit apply, and then OK. First, for PC gaming, head over to the sources section of your OBS. You can either right click, add, game capture, or click the plus button and go to game capture from there. Go ahead and name it whatever you want. Under mode, I'd recommend choosing capture specific window so you can control what application you really want to show. Now go to the window drop down, and if your game is already launched, it will show here. If not, you can select it after you launch it. Now this can happen if the resolution of your game and the resolution of your OBS canvas do not match. If you don't want to fiddle with that, an easy fix is to right click your source, transform, and fit to screen. When capturing your PC gaming, consider your setup. With a single non-ultra-wide monitor, if your game is running full screen, you may find it challenging to monitor your OBS at the same time as your game. If you don't want to switch back and forth between your OBS and the game, consider running your game in window mode. If you have multiple displays or a larger display, you'll have more real estate to play your game on one screen while monitoring your OBS and any other applications on the other screen. Now, if you have your game being captured by a capture card, here's how you add that instead. First, press the plus symbol or right click, add, and this time go to video capture device. Now, this screen will showcase any capture device you have connected to your PC. Choose the one you'd like to broadcast from the drop-down menu and click activate. Again, if your game resolution and your OBS resolution don't match up, easy fix, right click your source, go to transform, and fit to screen. If your audio is moving but your audience can't hear it, click the three dots next to your capture card, go to advanced audio properties, and try changing your audio monitoring for your capture card to mute output or monitor and output, but this may result in double audio, so make sure to experiment properly. There's one final step and then you're ready to stream. First, head to your creator dashboard by going to dashboard.twitch.tv or clicking your portrait in the upper right and going to dashboard. Once you're at your creator dashboard, choose the stream manager option to take you to this page. From here, choose edit stream info, choose a cool title, choose a going live notification to entice people to watch your stream, and make sure to change your category to match whatever it is you're doing. Then click done. And now your stream setup is ready. At this point, you can click start streaming to begin your stream on Twitch. If this video was helpful, please check out other Creator Camp tutorials and articles to help you along your way.
Love it. So that was the smooth stylings of Ocadrian. Can we get some applause for Ocadrian in the chat, because they're just smooth as silk every time they lead us through a thing. And this video, as well as those videos, will be available on our YouTube channel shortly. So youtube.com/Twitch, where you can find those videos. I was seeing some people were talking about, like, for example, like audio routing when it comes to like Discord. And I know, depending on like mixer solutions, when it comes to audio, this is where it gets more complicated as a broadcaster. Obviously, that's like a starting, like, hey, you're just getting into it and you're just starting to broadcast. But as you evolve, I have, like, for example, what they refer to as like digital audio cables, but they're just like, or virtual audio cables. So I have a mixer that's placed, and every app that I have open routes to a different channel of audio that then routes into my OBS as a broadcast mix. So for example, if I'm chatting on Discord, it's going to a different audio channel than desktop audio, which could be something that's like, if I'm pulled up a YouTube video and I was reacting to something that I used to create, that feeds through there. So the evolvement as you continue to work as a broadcaster can get more and more complicated. It's often most recommended, or at least what I recommend, is start simple before you start adding in all of these layers. Because as a broadcaster, you're on screen, you're reacting to chat, you're manipulating the production on the side. Like, you're doing the work of typically what multiple people or entire teams do for television as an individual. And I know with like Windows settings, like I was mentioning about audio, you can select in Windows where you want your audio to route to. So it's very effective once you get into the depths of it. But what were some of the complications like you experienced, Snackless? Because you said you started with console, coming into current. What are some of the challenges that you had to overcome?
Well, yeah. So I was streaming. So when I said I started on console, I didn't mean like I had a PC and I was capturing a console. I mean, I literally was streaming from console directly to Twitch. So there were no alerts. So I would set up my very old laptop beside me, and I had my alerts set up. And so they would go off like beside me. And then I would thank the people in the stream that way. And so that was kind of a challenge for me. Back in the day, my OBS would crash and wipe all my scenes, and then I'd have to start again. I think the challenges when you are a creator, as Jon mentioned, are endless. There's always going to be something that you could upgrade or you could improve or you could change. And so, as Jon said, we recommend that you start with where you're at. It's okay to not have the best camera when you first start streaming. It's okay to utilize what you have, set goals for yourself, set goals for your community, and slowly build and work towards those things. They definitely make a difference in the long run. Nothing has to be perfect. I saw some people talking about that in chat, that they feel pressure to have everything perfect for every stream. No stream's perfect. Even veteran streamers, we go live and we forgot to turn on the ring light. Something's backwards. The other day, all my alerts were backwards across the screen, so they look like hieroglyphics. I still don't know why they are doing that. So there are challenges every day being a creator, and they're normal. And it's okay to like laugh them off. It's okay to laugh them off.
There's nothing perfect ever. There's not a single thing that has ever been perfect, ever in the history of anything. So striving for perfection, you're just always going to be disappointed. Rather say, I just want to create something that I'm enjoying, that I'm very proud of. If you achieve that, you're good. Just separate from that concept. It was funny seeing Lambda Luke actually say, any Justin TV OGs in here? Hi, I'm one of them. Remember when you used to have to use Adobe Flash Encoder to stream instead of codecs? Oh yeah. I had a hacked USB that allowed me to put in the AV cables from my Super Nintendo for my first streams. And then I used like Cam Twist to do some like effects on my camera. It was not good. We're in a phase now where there's lots of options for you as a broadcaster to continue to make your streams even better. Now, I did see some conversation about mobile, and you do have the ability now with, obviously your phone to go live at any point. There's several aspects of software that you could download. There's obviously the Twitch app. You can go live from Twitch app, and we'll show a video here shortly on how to do that. There's also Prism, which I thought was really neat. I tried that out once, and that had a lot of special effects and stuff that you could add on to. That's available in the App Store. Streamlabs has a mobile streaming app for the bells and whistles and alerts like you typically see on there. So there's lots of options that you can explore when it comes to sending a signal from your phone. The most important is obviously connectivity, making sure you have either a good Wi-Fi connection or a great cellular connection. There's more advanced mobile setups out there. I see Chaotic Gabs actually in the chat, one of our ambassadors who exclusively does mobile IRL streaming and the occasional Fortnite match with me. But they are a guru when it comes to it. They actually do IRL fishing with their kit that they have developed. So you can always continue to build it out as you go forward. But I figure let's roll the video once again from the amazing Ocadrian about how to broadcast on the Twitch mobile app.
Do you want to share what's going on around you with the rest of your community straight from your mobile device? You can with the Twitch app on your smartphone. First thing you want to do is download the Twitch app from whatever app store you have available. The next step is to go ahead and sign up for a Twitch account or log in if you already have one. Now that you've downloaded the app and logged in, go ahead and press the plus button on the app. Then choose Stream IRL. If asked, make sure to permit your audio and camera. Now make sure to update your stream information to reflect what you're doing. Once you're all set, go ahead and tap the stream button. Now you're live on Twitch. Enjoy your broadcast.
Simple, straightforward, right to the point, and it's honestly so easy. All of you could literally go live while watching this show on your phone. So I encourage you, when you're at your next event, bring your audience to the event with you. I know, Snackless, you did that relatively recently, where you were broadcasting on the ground from somewhere. Like, what does that do for your audience when you can bring them along with you when we don't have our fancy setups here?
I think it's really fun when you get invited to do something cool, or you go to an event and you can let your audience take a peek at what's going on or give them a quick update. Of course, if you're not bound by some kind of NDA, but I love it traveling, and I've been very, very I've had a lot of really cool opportunities to travel a lot of places and play games before they were released. And even if you can't say exactly what you were doing, it's very fun to let people know what's going on. It's kind of like an inside secret. That's one way that you can use IRL streams, but there are many. It's endless. You know, we saw Chaotic Gabs with the fishing streams. We know that there are people walking around the streets, sharing their life, sharing their day to day. The options are endless. And so maybe you can try one in the next month, see if there's something cool that you get up to. I've also broadcast from a meetup one time. That was very fun. There are other Twitch partners there that people could say hi to. It's very exciting when you have something behind the scenes to offer. And I think that that's a good buy-in for people. If they get to see something that they wouldn't normally see, that is another way that you can kind of get people in the door. If you have something to share.
Yeah, I know, for example, my buddy Ian does like coffee talk in the morning with his mobile phone. He sets up as his broadcast rig. As you continue to evolve as an IRL broadcaster, like with backpack kits that have live view units, and like there's more advanced setups. Unlimited IRL is a good resource to look at that has breakdowns of how to build that. Gunrun, who used to work with Twitch, now works over at VShowJo. They developed a backpack kit that many broadcasters you see walk around with the Sony Action Cam. Those are more advanced solutions, and then you can do stuff like what Dtune does with ghost hunting. So obviously start off with like, hey, do I like this? Do I like this experience, etc., and then go forward. Shadowkiss actually brings up a good question. As a female streamer, aren't you scared of IRL streaming? How do you get over that? Or like, what can you do to protect yourself is probably the better question when doing IRL.
Okay, it's interesting that you'd bring that up, and I would tie that also to moderation. So I would overlap those things. I think that's something we could dive into and do an entire show on how to keep yourself safe on the internet. But I think safeguarding your information, for one, is like huge. You know, making sure that you are keeping your own private information safe. And if you are IRL streaming, that you have other people around you. You know, maybe you're not, hey, I'm at this mall like right now by myself waiting to waiting to be scooped up, I would, maybe it would be a good idea to take somebody with you. In the instances that I've done that, I've always had company with me. I was never alone. I would also encourage you to be very aware of when you're sharing your direct location. Those things are very different than just going live. So if you are live in a field flying a kite, to me, that increases the safety versus saying like, I'm on 97th Street at the McDonald's having lunch with you. Those are definitely things to consider. You could say, I'm at a McDonald's having lunch. Let's lunch and learn. Let's lunch and chat. Those things are ways that you could do to keep yourself safe. In addition to that, you can also involve moderation. So something that you can do is turn on your auto mod. You can also add to your banned words like your name, your full name, anything to do with your address, anything to do with where you live, your family members' names, information, anything that you might not want somebody to put in chat, whether that's information they've discovered or something maybe they knew you outside of that. Those are ways that you can increase your safety. I would lean heavily on having awesome mods in chat to back you up as well. Mods who are watching the chat, who are vigilant, who know to ban or time out information immediately. There are also things that you can do. If you find yourself in a situation that you realize is unsafe, there are things that you can do, such as putting your stream into shield mode. There are many, many things that Twitch has done to help increase your safety and help you feel secure when streaming on Twitch. And I hope that that's something we can dive into even further on other streams. But having your moderation settings set up in your first few streams is absolutely something that we would recommend.
Absolutely. We'll schedule a special creator camp that dives into the depths of moderation, how to choose moderation teams, people who support you, what are some of the best practices when it comes to moderation, how much do you let slide in chat, stuff like that. We'll do a full creator camp episode all about that in the near future.